Hi, my name is Stephanie Everett, and I'd like to welcome you to day 9 of our Old World Christmas traditions here at the Suburban Chateau. Now, last year, I really got into some decorative painting as part of Vlogmas, and this year's no different. I am going to be working on some incredible nutcrackers, and if you've been out to the craft stores, you can see there are so many unfinished nutcrackers on the market. So tonight, I'm going to do a couple different sizes. I'm going to share one I did for a friend of mine who is a band director, and I did his in the style of the Penn State Blue Band. So I'm going to share that process with you, and it's something almost anybody can do. And I do not consider myself an artist or certainly not a face painter in any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just going to share with you some fun I had along the way creating some gifts for friends. So tonight, we're going to focus on the nutcrackers. One thing I've really noticed over the last couple of years is how many make your own or unfinished wood nutcrackers there seem to be in the craft stores around. And so last year I bought a few and thought I would try this craft. And it took me till this Christmas to finish some of those nutcrackers off, but I sure had a lot of fun. So the very first thing I'm going to do with my nutcracker is give him a good coat of gesso. Now gesso is just a great finish to kind of get everything started. It'll seal your wood up, and then we can paint the acrylic paints right over it. And if I wanted to give it a light sanding after I use the gesso, I could also do this. My mother-in-law kind of trained me about gesso, so I knew that it was like she was used as an undercoating for things. If this is the first time you're watching my vlog, you might not know that I am a music teacher by day, and I do often have a lot of colleagues in the music industry. So when I was making these nutcrackers, I thought it would be very cool to kind of incorporate maybe some of the local colleges or universities in these nutcracker designs for colleagues, because I have a lot of colleagues that have gone to different universities. And the very first nutcracker I made, and this would have been last year after Christmas, I tried to make one of these. I made one for that band director that I work very closely at this school. And it, of course, was in the style of the Penn State Blue Band. So these nutcrackers that I'm working on right here are going to be Blue Band nutcrackers. And I'm going to find some other colleagues or maybe former students that I can gift them to. Now, I will share with you that I believe that the nutcracker painting process is a bit tedious, and a lot of these colors needed 2 and 3 coats just to make them nice and opaque. In this navy blue color, I had to put at least 2 coats, in some instances 3, just to make sure it really covered well. I had a lot of trouble with the jacket because of the way the Penn State Blue Band jacket is, the way it's cut. I was trying to kind of emulate what the uniform is today that the Blue Band wears. And there's a little bit of a curve to that jacket. So that was definitely difficult. I went and checked to see what color of drums the Penn State Blue Band had. And the one thing I found on the front of the jacket, they do have a logo. And I was not able to replicate that on the jacket, but I think I'm going to do something like the jacket logo on the top of the hat. The hat, however, is very much like the drum major wears at the Penn State Blue Band. So that's kind of cool. That matches, although the regular players do wear sort of a lower hat. So this is going to be kind of a combo Penn State Blue Band musician. And then the bass, I went with silver. I went with black shoes. Of course, the silver took several coats to get that right. And then I went with black shoes and just some of those finishing touches. And for me, I personally found the face was the most difficult part to approach. Now to start the face, I added eyebrows, and I went for very simple eyebrows. And then I added in some white semicircles under the eyes. They are round on the bottom and straight on the top. And then we added in some teeth. Now, when I was in between different coats on our Penn State Nutcracker, I went and I worked on some smaller nutcrackers that I'm going to add to a tree in my bedroom. And I wanted them to sort of have a pink and black color combination. And to be honest, it was really hard to paint these nutcrackers. They were really small. So I would highly recommend the larger nutcracker if you're ever going to attempt these bespoke nutcrackers. It just takes a lot of fine detailing. And honestly, I purchased some nutcrackers at Walmart for $1.98 that looked a lot better than what I was doing with my hand painting. So not to be too hard on myself, but unless you really want to bespoke them in a color combination that you need, you could probably find something just as good out there in the Christmas finds. But I had fun with these. I did some silver boots on my little pink guys. I did make them all over pink to start. I used a spray paint to make it faster. It seemed to take a lot less time with these ones. And then I did all my detailing, all the eyes, the buttons, and the base in black. So they're kind of fun. We'll add some ribbons to those and add them to, I have a tree going in my bedroom that's going to be Nutcracker themed. So here's a final look at our Penn State inspired blue band nutcracker and one of our little pink nutcrackers that's going to go on our back tree. And I would really encourage you to try it. It takes a little bit of time, but they were a lot of fun to make and kind of kept me busy on some snowy evenings. Thank you so much for joining me here for our Old World Christmas Tradition series here at the Suburban Chateau. Keep tuning in for more videos to come.